Every match in Marvel Rivals won't go to plan. No matter how good you play, there are always going to be some circumstances that'll block a W. While climbing the ranks, I'm encountering a lot of these situations, from raging teammates to throwers, but nothing shakes me up more than a rage quitter. In a game where there's just one teammate dead and that causes you to lose the entire fight, I'm not mad at any team that wants to surrender when they down a teammate. But I'm no quitter, and as you'll see, resilience can win you the match. But before we get into it, I want to remind you to show some support to a young up-and-comer and hit that like button. Also, if you're liking what you're seeing, then subscribe for more. It's just 2 clicks that do so much. Either way, I appreciate you for watching, so let's get into it. Let's go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so the point of the game here is surviving, which in this case, I'll start off with a bubble. Right out of spawn, throw that bubble out, make sure we get a little speed boost so that way we can get out of the way and spread out a little more if need be. Or we just already got some continuous healing over time if the enemy's coming right at us with a straight on assault. By this point I was really tempted to flank his Jeff, which is something he's really good at just because of his beam and the bubbles. They do a lot of damage. But they were getting steamrolled, so I could just kind of sit back and get some charge on my ult from the heals.
Hail your father!
Early in the round was easy. The enemy losing that first exchange kind of disturbed their flow, so it was pretty easy for us to steamroll them. But as soon as we capped point 1, they grouped back up and I knew I had to go for the Jeff off. I didn't get who it wanted, but at the same time, I got their root out of the way and it disadvantaged them by taking their tanks out of the fight. I try to look for those little times where they're too caught up in a fight to even get away or try to use any abilities, especially when they got like a cloak and dagger. They can really screw over your ult. So just watch out for that.
Needed that, thanks. Feel the wrath of the goddess!
Sometimes no matter how much you're healing, it won't matter, and that team is gonna die. So you should just focus on surviving until your team can regroup. You're much better alive for the team fights than you are dying and coming back with them. I'm not sure how I survived that, but with our DPS down, I knew it was time to make a play. While Dunk and Luna and Groot, our DPS was able to jump back into the fight, and since they were down 1 healer and 1 tank, they were down worse than the previous standoff we had.
Was getting kind of worried there.
And before anyone comments, I already know what you're gonna say. Oh, I know. I shouldn't have threw those bubbles out, shouldn't have hit them with all 3, but that chunk healing saved them, so shut up. As far as tanks go, Venom is by far my worst enemy when playing Jeff. I'm just minding my business and boom, here comes an orange Phantom diving me like a missile. And they always so aggressive. Venoms will follow you from one end of the map to the other. Like, leave me alone, bro. Back in this fight, I figured I'd try to capture some of them to help us push. I only got the Groot and 2 of my teammates, and although I gave them a little heal up, I panic pressed through the Groot into his backline. Fully healed, they eventually overwhelmed us, and that cost us the point. After throwing the previous round, I knew we'd be forced to try extra hard just to keep him away from our final point. But then it got worse.
It was all your fault, Forrest.
My teammate had just rage quit, and with all the PTSD from previous matches trying to get out of bronze rushing back to my head, I knew I had no choice but to lock in despite the handicap. And lock in is exactly what I did. They only had about 2 minutes left, and they were starting to push us back, so I had to make a move quick. I didn't make the best choice because the mag would have died anyway, but it still left space for us to push them back a bit more. One minute left on the clock, and I wanted to make a play for the match. I left a healing ring for my team, and my ult caught 4 of their teammates. More importantly, 2 of their healers. Which means that this match was just pretty much over. This is probably my favorite map to play Jeff on, just because there's so many corners and everything is tight space. You can easily get away, you can back off your ult and make it hard for them to get away from it, or you could just simply flank them. Every single thing, all of these corners just make this the perfect map for Jeff to dominate on. I mean, one quick corner and he's either disappeared or fully healed. It's impossible, this is just Jeff's map. They were getting close, and after one of them swapped to Phoenix, they started diving me something nice. I ended up throwing out an ult trying to disrupt their team, but then I only caught the Phoenix, and they easily dodged out of it. And I didn't want to throw this game, so I ended up just kind of playing it safe, especially since we had 2 healers now, and the team only had to keep them back for a couple more seconds. Holding the point, we kept pushing until we cleaned them up, ending the game with 34 kills, 44 assists, and 30,000 damage. So let that be the lesson. Never surrender the match. It can always end up turning into a W as long as you try. show me some support on that W, and go ahead and hit that like button for me. If you like the video and you want to see more of what I got coming, then subscribe. My name is Tenergy. I'll see you in another video. Peace.